the one that I want to talk about is the discipline of you as the business person, right? The discipline that you need, like he said rightfully that it's like consistent. Well, I posted a video on YouTube. You can go look for it. My YouTube name is Mvonishiko. So I was talking about consistency is the key to success. So you can go look for that one and get more about what is needed in terms of consistency. So there is a quote by Jim Rohn. It says that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It's a bridge. So if you're not disciplined, you can't accomplish. Because there are moments where you're supposed to do, whether you feel like you want to do it or you don't feel like it. There are moments where you've got to do muscle calls, whether you feel like you want or you don't. Remember the commitment that we made when we started, 10 times the effort. It's not easy. It's not easy to put 10 times the effort. When you with a one sales call, you're doing 10 sales calls. Right? It needs discipline. When you invest $10 for adverts, you're investing $100 for adverts. That requires financial discipline. Right? So you realize that everything, it needs your effort. Right? It needs your effort. Lackadaisically, shanda 3 hours, you're going for 10 hours. And the results will not be the same. I think you should look for the book 10X Rule. It will help you. Because the reason why we are behind as Africa is because there are certain principles that we don't understand. There are certain principles that we kind of neglect. We've got the mentality of thinking, if I'm employed by someone, I should work 10 hours to move on to Shanda. That's it. It's okay. But then you desire promotion. How is your boss going to see that you're worthy the promotion if you're not putting any effort? I've got 5 minutes left. I think we're doing well. So how then will he promote you? Then let's say you're running a business like me. Then you're like, it's my business. So I go to work as I work. I look for money, papesi and dada. Then I buy whatever I like. Lack of discipline, especially impulsive decisions, using money anyhow. You can't even have an accountant to take account. You say this is accountant. So the accountants understand this better. Because when you are able to account for every cent that you're bringing in the business, then that's the beginning of your growth. Because the moment you fail to do that, you are limiting yourself to growing. Because uchango tora $10, woto ishandisa, wotenga majinkies. Uchatora $20, or wawona kadriska kanaka like us as women. You have seen kadriska mana kakanate you're forgetting it's money for business. You're taking it and you're using it. Before you know it, you have used maybe 300 or 400 your business. You're going to invest of my adverts. It's American. So it needs discipline. So like the quote says that it's the bridge to accomplishments. Everything that you do, business is one area that needs serious discipline. It even requires discipline to who you associate with. Because you get my point. You also need to know the kind of people that you associate with. Besides kuperamari, you might spend 5 hours of your day on social media talking to people that are not productive. Whereas you are running a company and you want to be productive. So it calls for a number of things that needs to be adjusted. Right. I think that's not an too. Alright, so for 2 minutes, can I just have maybe a few contributions to the topic? Few contributions from discipline, motivation. Yes.
I find it hard to differ, but when you say about money, are we throwing Maslow out of the window?
No.
Because if we look at
Maslow,
I'm not pyramid yake, shelter, my basic needs are then love, then friendship, whatever. So that's all self-actualization. So I would tend to find maybe the paradox of money is that those who have money, or when you get to a stage when you have money, then you say money is so different. But when you don't have the money, it is slightly difficult. How can you be day to day? And also maybe it would be unfair to say the people in Africa are not motivated. They are wheelbarrows. They will just go the distance they are pushing. Because remember again, when you are outside, people can follow their passion. Someone can say, if your government is going to give you unemployment benefit, or if your father is going to give you a will, you can say, I want to be a painter. And you can be a painter, you can paint all day, even if you don't see a painting, you have something to eat. But some of us, where we are, we have to run with what we get. We get into careers that are maybe not our passion, but that is the only open avenue. And we run with it until, like they say, we have to learn to sail with a bad wind until a good wind comes along. Because moving slowly is better than standing still. So how do you reconcile that?
Well,
sorry for making it very long.
No, it's okay. It's okay. The thing is this, the way I perceive it, right? In as much as we are in a nation that kind of pushes us to pursue things that we are not interested to pursue or that we're not passionate about, but passion shouldn't be thrown away. You get the point. The thing is that, like right now, I do business consultancy, right? But I'm a speaker. I'm a coach. Business consultants is sort of like something that is propelling this passion. I get money here. The motive is not me getting money, but the motive is me achieving what I want to achieve, which is speaking into the minds of people. So I'm now using this as a vehicle. I don't know if I'm making sense.
The stable base.
I'm using the stable base as a vehicle to do what I really want to do.
It is not stable.
Come on. Come on. Why would you choose something that is not a stable base?
No,
that's what's available.
What you're doing is not stable in the environment. Then,
but you're not passionate about what you're doing.
Yeah, you're passionate towards something else. Then you cannot use it.
Then what you're doing is not stable.
Yes.
Then you need to find other means as well. Remember, we talk of when we talk of multiple streams of income, it's very important because you can't burst yourself with one thing and say it will push you, particularly in this changing world. Because it's not only in Zimbabwe where we are having crisis whereby maybe the work that you're doing is the only one that is giving you salary. Because if that's the case, then yeah, panic. But at the same time, always having multiple streams of income, don't neglect your passion. Because where there is your passion, there is your breakthrough. You get the point? Because there is nothing that beats what is coming inside. Like when I stand to speak in front of people, I do it with passion. Because this is who I am, right? I might not be receiving the rewards now. That's why I need this space. You see, that's why I need this space, because this space will make me survive, and it will make me, it will help me not to be stressed out while this pursuing my passion. But at the same time, if you then neglect this and start, if you then start neglecting your passion and pursue this, kupisha kuti dai ndakaita zvakati but upenyu hwangu usiri favorable kwandiri because aida kuedza kubhalansisa zvinhu zvizvi kuita kunge zviri kubhalansa saka the moment kuri stable hatikuti kunokupa a lot of money ndakukubatsire kuti ubuild this bigger thing because there is nothing that beats something that is very big. I mean, chiri kubuda from it and nyango zvikanzi idea yakadzakwa zvinhu nzvimbo as long as pane passion yako ne-energy yako in it, it's bound to go up. Ndakatanga kuposta ma-YouTube videos handinana namunzi, but because I've been doing the speaking and what, people are like, you know what I'm married, but ndenda kusangana madhodha kushout at least ndisaida se ndisazova discouraged, you know, when you can't speak and smile in front of the camera and you une stress yekufunga kuti brenda inobhadharwa chichi, you know, all those kind of things. So this is not the big thing. That was my point. This is not the big thing. You might have it, you might have your boutique in the time, but that's not the big thing. Pursue chiri chinokupropeller, chiri like chiri inside, which is very, very important because that's the solution that you're supposed to offer to the world. I don't know to the
Thank you for the inspiration.
Anyone else? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. But I think I agree with the point you put that when you said man thing.
Exactly.
Looking at Econet from the earlier days, their slogan was inspired to change your world. So in the process of trying to change the world and trying to make people's life better, man eventually came by. And when you look, if I'm not mistaken, it's Bill Gates. They wanted to put a computer in every house. That was the drive. But by achieving that goal, money did come. So it's also, if we cannot have a big picture, and like you talked about chicken, you talked about so many things we can do. I start chicken, let's say I'm selling chicken. All I want is to make maybe that 50% profit per batch of 100, right? But if you have a bigger dream, like maybe I want to offer the cheapest chickens in the community. And so the moment you achieve that, you are able to sell more chickens. And in the end, money comes. But we are limited because for real money is actually okay.
I think you picked it. I think you picked it, particularly when you're giving to say, yeah, like now you're selling like chickens in bulk, right? And already the picture in people's mind, Vagafunga chicken, they will think him because he has managed to cover a wide, you know, a wide area. And right now, if you think chickens, you think. It's not talking about Ivan's chicken because they've established the name. You get the point. So it's more than money. The bigger picture is what is important. The bigger picture is what is important. 3 seconds.
60 seconds
The speaker. For how many speakers?
It takes maybe about 3 maximum.
3. All right.
Thank you so much for all participation. I think I would also want to comment on the issue of like money. The problem I think with pursuing money only, it leads to crime. Because if you are only money oriented without any value, you end up committing crime. You can even see in the corporate space scandals for the people they are now stealing money because they are obsessed with money. So I think we need to be like problem solvers. There's power in solving problems. As for me, I like biblical examples. If you look at Joseph was in prison. He helped people to interpret dreams there. But those guys, when they were out to the king, they said when the king was having a dream, they referred him to the king. There was a guy in the prison who interpreted the dream because of problem solving. And that takes out Joseph out of the prison, and he was referred to the king, and he was the guardian. So that's the same power even in our personal lives. If we solve problems, people they are going to refer you to the kings. People they are going to refer to the head of the state. People, they are going to refer you to the big people. That man will not become a problem. Then the power of display. Not sometimes in life we are apana koja mbongochi musfanya, but I like what the word does. Like can open up a bus. Kuti mulungu wako whether ukufila wena kana usikula wena bazvinongwena because unotiwa basi. So that's also the same principle. You have to be disciplined. Consistently be determined, be disciplined. Yeah,
that's right.
And also the power of like enthusiasm, passion. Enjoy what you are doing. Sometimes one thing, you're not sure as you know that you did it. I mean, this is what happens to the rest of your life. But people are always complaining, grumbling. So be passionate, save excellently, save passionately. You go far.
I agree with you. You go for one or two. Because they're very good.
Right. It's a combination of both. A bit of questions and maybe my opinion. In Zimbabwe, semi-institutions that now tertiary education from high school and stuff. But probably my universities, machine are for money. But is it worth it? For money, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer. We open 6, 7 years, 4 years. At the end of the day, Zimbabwe, I'm not that. Is then because the issue with it, when I want a career guidance, probably in my universities. We had a debate a few weeks ago. When I went to poly, I wanted to do 3 years with that diploma, and I was a repeat up and someone ended up in university. And then finally divided.
You're right. You're right. I see enough. I mean, I'm being honest. This is a problem that needs to be solved. To be honest, what he's saying that it's real. It's real because you find with parents, and unoshanda basa iri because rinokunzira benefits. The worry comes, the trouble comes when you're 50-year-old and you've got to retire.
Right, to sum up, not someone that is 7 years as engineering. It's a difficult and tough program to do. Also, the accounting. But when you spend more money, you spend more effort, but someone I need a force. So, right, in context of Zimbabwe, we need industries, we need problem solvers. We know what to be up with tertiary education, we need money and stuff, but when I spend the O level, I think it's our duty, yes or no. It's more career guidance, but when I want to reality is about because when I need to wait down to feed the education, I pay the Joshua. Oh, my send the government degree, you know that I'm not using this. Thank you.
Say, I've got a question for you. When are we going to go for career guidance? At least it's one of the universities.
Maybe in December, wherever.
Yeah, what? Try graduate. Try graduate. Because now I love action. When we get these brilliant ideas, we need to action them, right? Yes. Sir.
Okay, so coming back to the same point about money, I mean, isn't there a point where we also have to be honest to ourselves? Because to some of us, our passion is just to provide for our families, to make sure that they are well fed, they are well taken care of. And then, you know, I read somewhere that there are really 3 classes of people that are doing business. Some were born in families that do business and they eventually end up doing business in their lives. Then some people want to really offer solutions to the world, the kind of, you know, this Tesla guy. You know, he's really trying to impact humanity in a way, and then he does business because he wants to do that. And then there's this other class of people who found themselves doing business because of circumstances. Especially, this category is the greatest number of people. Like a lot of us in Zimbabwe that are doing business because we are not employed. We were fired, maybe we just wanted to become corporate executives, CEOs, and then retire and go to Maldives, all those places, and then we found ourselves employed. And what's the next best thing to do is just to do business. You know, we never wanted to be fixing portals for the nation or providing massage or providing computers. We just wanted to take the problem. So when we do business and we work just to make money, isn't it like also living a passion?
Okay, so say, one of this
Yeah.
is a silly.
Yeah.
So the moment you, of course, when initially the intention was to provide for the family, right?
Yeah.
But then when you get there, you should be able to break through the ceiling.
Oh. Okay.
That is very important. Because the moment you tell yourself, like, you are now like forcing your mind to be fixed. So the moment you force your mind to be fixed, there is no more development that will happen to you. Even the kind of money that you get, I agree with you. But the moment you allow yourself to have a bigger picture, or rather a bigger vision beyond providing for your family, you realize that you start at, the approach that you use to do things becomes different. And also you begin to attract bigger things around you. But the moment you say, I'm going to make a sure that family and their provider, yes, you'll be able to provide for your family, but that's as far as you can go. So rather, I would say if you want to provide for your family, at least think 4 generations to come of your family. That will force you to be like Coca-Cola.